What you think about? But when you're born into a fire, let them burn it out. They sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Welcome to the Rebel Racing Rodeo. We've got 30 plus drivers holding on for dear life with one single goal: win. We've got a lot of competitors. Who's going to win tonight? Will it be one of the front runners, like maybe Kyle Spees, or possibly Dustin Matson, or Kayla McCarthy, possibly Brent Hunsucker, or Brandon Browning? Will it be a fan favorite like Christopher Lawrence or Kyle Gardner or Luke Smith. Maybe we'll see an underdog win tonight, like Stephen Ford or Simon Grills. Maybe even a dark horse comes away with that trophy, like Josh Anderson. One thing is for sure. Tonight is going to be one wild ride. Only on the Throttle Up Racing Network. Welcome. We are at Homestead, Miami. And qualifying is already underway. Looks like Kyle Spees currently on the pole. Running a Sega car tonight. Homestead is typically been the closer for the NASCAR season, but this year that's changed. They moved it to the beginning of the season. I believe it's the third race this season. So we're going to get to see these Rebel racing cars go around here tonight. Let's go and check on our stage breaks. We're running 140 laps. Their first stage will end on lap 35. Second stage will end on lap 70. And of course, the end of the race will be lap 140. A quick look at the championship standings. As you see, this was last week's standings. It was a big change last week because of all the iRacing Super Speedway was very hectic last week. A lot of change in the points. As you see here, Simon Grills now moves into the top three, but Kyle Spees and Dustin Matson remains 1 and 2. Caleb McCarthy 4th. Brian Cloyd in 5th. Christopher Reese 6th, tied with Jeffrey Vickery. And Kyle Gardner in 8th, also tied with Brent Hunsucker. And Josh Anderson now in the top 10 in points. Looks like we've got just about everybody qualified. A couple more cars going. Christopher Lawrence heading out right now. And we've got Jamie Dunning back with us in the booth this week. How are you, Jamie?
I'm doing good, Dakota. How are you, sir?
Oh, doing good. Looks like a familiar name up on the top of the board, Kyle Spees.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think's
Kyle Spees is Yes, sir. Kyle Spees is always quick. You know, something's odd if you don't see him in the top 5 in any race.
Absolutely. Christopher Lawrence is currently 3rd. I'm not seeing Matson. Doesn't look like Matson is in this one right now. That'll be big for the points if Matson doesn't start. Chris Lawrence in 3rd. Chris Reese getting a good starting position this week. He's been our biggest mover in a couple races this year, qualifying in the back but moving his way up to the front. He's 6th in points, so that's good for him to have a good starting spot. Right, we've got about 3 minutes left. And we'll do our starting lineup. We've got a couple cars still qualifying. There's Chris Malcolm. A little loose off the corner. Kyle Gartner out there as well. Let's see where Gartner comes across the line. This may be his first timed lap. Chris Malcolm qualified 18th there. Oh, Gartner loose off the corner big time. He'll cross the line in 19th on that first lap. Now, I ran here a few weeks ago along with Jamie, and it was kind of hard to pass. It's a clean air is king. If you can get up front, you'll probably stay up front. Tires do matter, but only if the ones in front of you have got several laps on them. The track position is going to be a big factor tonight. Getting that nose out in the clean air. Gartner 17th. Harper just now coming out for his qualifying lap. Gonna have to hurry to get one. These guys that are waiting till the last minute are trying to let that track temp cool down just a little bit. Try and get a little extra grip. Comes around to start his first timed lap. Let's see if Mike has anything for Kyle Spees, currently your pole sitter. '20th for Mike Harper. Not sure that he's going to have time for a second lap. Now he's letting up as he comes down the backstretch because time is out and the race is getting ready to start. Beginning to grid up. All right, it's time for the starting lineup. Currently your pole sitter, Kyle Spees. Outside pole, Chris Reese. Christopher Lawrence going to roll off third position. Jeffrey Vickery in fourth. Sean Donald going to start fifth. Sixth is James Jones. Seventh will be Vernon Reese. Christopher Pendle in ninth. And 10th, Shane Ledoux. In 11th, Brian Cloyd. 12th, Brandon Browning. Running a flash car tonight. 13th is Cody Bullock. 14th is Kayla McCarthy. 15th, Simon Grills. 16th, Brent Hunsucker. 17th is Kyle Gartner. 18th position, Stephen Ford. 19th, Chris Malcolm. 20th is Mike Harper. 21st is Harold Barnes. 22nd is Josh Anderson. And we're going green.
Kyle Spees brings the field down into turn 1 and 2. Christopher Lawrence moves into second place, passing Christopher Reese.
Christopher Lawrence had a great start there. Trying to run down that 36, and we've got some spins. Oh, the 41 and the 12 hard. Hard hits. Shane LeDoux.
Also, looks like the 83 of Bud Barnes was collected in it as well.
Let's see as they come off the corner here. But the 23 and the 12 got together. 48 was loose off the corner as well. .48 loose off the corner, and the 23 came up as the 12 came down, and the 12 and the 23 right around. Sent the 41 into the wall. The 83 also involved. And last week's winner there, Dustin Rouse. Did he hit the wall? Looks like he saved it. No damage for Dustin Rouse. Spees leading early. Christopher Lawrence going to have a shot on the outside on this restart. And there is no Matson in here tonight, so that's an opportunity for someone else to get up here and get a good finish. Who do you think is the big challenger for Spees tonight, Jamie?
Well, the initial start, I believe Christopher Lawrence is going to be a challenge for Kyle Spees tonight. He had a great jump following Kyle Spees off the get-go, and he just slid right past the second place car in 1 and 2.
Yeah, Christopher Lawrence certainly fast. I think back here currently running in 8th, Christopher Pendle, I think is going to be the one to replace Matson in this race and be the big challenger for Spees. He's been fast every race he's run. This is his 3rd race. At Iowa, he finished 3rd, I believe, and at iRacing Super Speedway, he finished 3rd. So he's got the car, he's got the speed. Didn't quite have the qualifying position, but I think he's the one that's going to get up here and give Spees a run for his money.
Sometimes having the qualifying position benefits for you because of the fact that you miss or avoid wrecks that happen in front of you, so you have time to check up. It's always a good thing to these fast tracks to sit in the back and just watch what happens in front of you.
Absolutely. Another fast one that we may see tonight. Kayla McCarthy, she was involved in that wreck. Running that 23 car tonight, but we're going green. Kyle Spees takes off. Lawrence right behind. Chris Reese looking to the inside of the 9. That bottom line's hard to stick. Got to kind of stay up around that first seam to really get a lot of speed. Kyle Spees is lightning quick. You see James Jones looks like gets a little loose off the corner. Takes a few laps to get the heat in the tires to really be able to run full throttle. And as I say that, the 94 looks like he gets into the wall a little bit. Scrubs the wall. The 41 slow on the bottom as well. He gets going to the access road. Kyle Speed's almost out to a second lead already. Brian Cloyd, another one that has been fast this year. Just behind him, our third position in the points, who will benefit probably the most with a good finish here with Matson not starting this race. Simon Grills looking to gain enough points to get into second position in points. Simon Grills very fast, looks like. Currently in the 9th position. Jeffrey Vickery currently sitting in 5th. Another one who's in the top 10 in points. Looking for a good finish. Our winner from last week, Dustin Rouse, you saw him sliding through in that last wreck, but he's gained 7 positions since the start of this race, now into the 17th spot. There's still a long way to go, but he has gained 7 positions. Cody Bullock making moves on the outside with Brandon Browning right behind. Moving around the 4 with Mike Harper. Side-by-side battle. This is for the 13th spot. Browning now dives to the inside of Cody Bullock. Trying to make it stick. And side by side now for second position. Sean Donald putting the pressure on Christopher Lawrence. First race that I called for these guys, Sean Donald parked it in victory lane at Indianapolis, so very fast car, the 11 of Sean Donald. Definitely putting the heat on Christopher Lawrence for second. As Kyle Spees has pulled out to over in a second and a half lead. Lawrence now starting to pull away a little bit from Donald. Little battle heating up back here for the fourth position between the 62 and the 21. A 94 just behind as well. 94 is pushing hard, trying to get up in front of these guys. As they're side by side. '94 moves around both of them all the way up into fourth position. Hickory now down to the bottom. Just can't quite clear each other. Oh, and now a caution for 41. No, he's sitting in the pits. Not real sure where the caution come from. He must have towed. Take a look. Oh, yeah, he's flipping. The 41. And the 51 battling side by side. 41 just looks like he gets loose through the corner and straight into the outside wall, and that nose got hung in the wall and it flips him right over. You notice here the nose got hung in the outside wall and it just catapulted him straight over upside down. That's our second caution of the night. Kyle Spees so far has led every lap. Shane Ledoux, the free pass car.
We might have a little bit of a pit strategy going on in here. The 48 of Brandon Browning is the only car that went into the pits and got 4 fresh Goodyears.
There he is coming out of the pits, Brandon Browning. And that flash car tonight. Looks like he may try to drive up through the field here and get a few points at the end of this stage. Everybody out there on 20 lap old tires. The end of the first stage is lap 35. Josh Anderson, currently in the 14th position, has gained 8 spots since the start of this race. Our biggest mover is Dustin Rouse, just in front of him. In 13th spot, has gained 11 positions so far. So Dustin Rouse, last week's winner, moving to the front. Kyle Gartner, currently the last car that would get points if the stage ended right now, in that 10th spot. Going to be interesting to see how the 48 does here on these new tires. Great eyes, Jamie. Good looking out.
Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, pit strategy is going to be key to the end of the stages here. I mean, fresh tires is always a good thing. All he's got to remember is that he's got 22 lap full tires in front of him. So there's going to be cars that are going to be sliding in the entry and out of exit of each turn. I think it's going to benefit him to make it to the top 10 at the end of the stage.
It very well may, and they're doubling up, about to go green next time around. And we'll keep our eyes out for Brandon Browning as the rest of this stage plays out. He's 18th position, so he's only got to gain 8 or 9 spots to get a stage point. Let's see if it makes him faster enough faster to get up to like 4th or 5th. We'll see. Kyle Spees, your leader, so far led every lap. Run that Atari scheme. Pendle there in 4th, been very fast as well. He seems like he's got more of a long run car. And they're green. Kyle Spees off. Got an early jump there, but the 9 was ready for it as they both get a great jump over 3rd spot. Christopher Pendle looking to take that 3rd spot on the outside of Sean Donald. Pendle all the way to the bottom. Doing his best to run these top 2 down. Brandon Browning's already up to 14th position. Taking them 3 wide and getting 2 in the same corner. Now up to 12th. Right there's your 10th position currently. Simon Grills and Mike Harper, 9th and 10th. You see Brandon Browning closing in just behind. There he is. Brandon Browning now 11th, looking to the inside. Brandon Browning now in the 10th position to the inside of the 4. Oh, he washes up a little bit. Holds it now. Browning to 9th. Wasting no time, looking at 8th. Boy, he can really just grab that bottom line and slingshot down these straightaways. Brandon Browning looking at 5th position. Restarted 18th, already in 6th. Now in the 5th position as he sets his eyes on the top 4. Only 2.5 seconds back from the lead. He could do this. They're racing hard for these final stage points. Side by side, Vickery and Cloyd. Reese getting in there. The 4, Mike Harper. Brett Wilson up there in the 10. That's the final 5 in the currently in the top 10. Simon Grills on the outside looking in. Brandon Browning has already moved around Sean Donald, now to the outside of Christopher Pendle, and he moves into 3rd. Now only less than a second and a half back from the leader, Kyle Spees, who's led every single lap so far in this race. Browning closing in quick, now within a second. Just on the rear bumper. Christopher Lawrence, he dives to the inside. Browning now to 2nd. 3/4 of a second back. Dives it in hard. Browning with great pit strategy. Now running down Kyle Spees with just 5 laps to go here in the stage. Browning looking only 2/10 back now. He looks to the inside of Spees. Browning making a move for the lead, side by side into turn 1. Browning now your leader as he goes around Kyle Spees. If he gets around to lead this lap, that'll be the first lap led by someone not named Kyle Spees. And he does just that. With just a couple laps to go until the end of the stage, Brandon Browning came out 18th spot after taking tires, drives the entire way through the field and now into the lead and just setting sail. Simon Grills currently has the 10th position. The last spot to get chase points. Christopher Pendle trying to run down Lawrence for 3rd. About a half second back. Not sure he's going to get him before the stage ends. This may be our closest race right now between the 3 and the 4. That's for 7th position. Mike Harper on the bottom. Now with the nose to the inside, no. And the caution should come out soon. After we cross the line next time around, Brandon Browning with a huge lead. And there is your stage caution. What great strategy from Brandon Browning to come out and win that stage after having a bad week. The last couple of weeks, he needed as many stage points as he could get. So Brandon Browning with the stage win. Kyle Spees 2nd, Christopher Lawrence in 3rd. Christopher Pendle comes home 4th in the first stage. Sean Donald 5th. Jeffrey Vickery 6th. Brian Cloyd 7th. Mike Harper in 8th, Kyle Gardner 9th, and Simon Grills rounds out your top 10 at the end of stage 1. Your stage 1 winner, Brandon Browning, great strategy. We'll have to see if he comes in and take tires again or if he holds off. Looks like he will be hitting pit road. Looks like everyone's coming down. Yeah, everyone comes down pit lane. Brandon Browning already in his stall. Brandon Browning, the first one off. Like James Jones going to come out second. Kyle Spees in third. Christopher Lawrence fourth. Sean Donald fifth. Christopher Pendle in sixth. Jeffrey Vickery comes out 7th, Brian Cloyd 8th, Mike Harper 9th, and Kyle Gardner rounds out your top 10 out of the pit lane. So Brandon Browning with the big move there. All right, Jamie, see if you can get Brandon Browning. We'll see if we can talk to Brandon Browning there. Hey, Brandon, this is Dakota up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, buddy. What's going on?
Hey, man, we saw you come in and take tires, and that was wild seeing you go from 18th all the way to get the stage win. How about that strategy?
Man, I told my teammates there, Filthy Five, that whatever the leaders and the rest of the pack did, I was doing the opposite. And I thought for sure I'd be the only one on old tires, but it looks like they decided to, say screw it. They were going for the stage break. So I was getting tires. I'll be honest with you, I had no idea it was going to be like that. So I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here because we only had 4 sets and I didn't want to take another set. But noted for late in the race for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was pretty cool to see you drive all the way from the back to the front, and you get 10 stage points. So good luck for the rest of the race. Hopefully we'll talk to you again.
I hope so, man, and I really needed those stage points, so that was huge. I want to thank you guys also for putting on the broadcast for us each and every week.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was Brandon Browning. Great strategy on his part as we watched him drive through the field. And that was a good job on Jamie to point that out for us. So he is on old tires. You think he'll be able to hold up here, Jamie, or do you think Spees and the 9's going to drive right by him? Because I believe James Jones is also on old tires.
Yeah, James Jones, he pitted a lap after Brandon Browning did. Surprised that he got up to, I want to say, P12, P11. He was just finished outside the top 10 at the end of the stage. What I'm really surprised about is that 48 of Brandon Browning chose the outside line. I thought that maybe he would stick with his teammate, Kyle Spees, so they can both work together and get out in front of the pack.
Yeah, that is interesting, but in this league, all the greens are on the leader, so yeah, that is interesting because they could have gotten a big jump together, but looks like he'd rather take that outside line and thinks that's where he's going to get the better start. And there he goes. Green flag is out here at Homestead. The start of stage number 2 with a big jump for Brandon Browning. And Speed sideways. holds on. No, he's sideways again right in front of Donald, who does tap him in the forward, spins him on around, and keeps it off the wall. We're still green. And Kyle Spees, we are still green. We'll be almost half a lap down by the time he gets going here. He had just taken tires as well, so that is going to be painful for Kyle Spees. We're going to have to see if he can drive back up through the field. But that currently, I believe, gives the advantage to Christopher Lawrence, who is the front runner on new tires. Christopher Pendle directly behind him in fourth, also with new tires. Got to be extra careful on those cold tires. Pendle now to the bottom. Now looking to the outside of the 13. Really get a run. Now side by side. "13 up the racetrack a little bit. The 94 drives high and gets around him. And the 9 goes low. The 94 now to the outside of Browning, who's got about 10 lap old tires, or 10 laps older than these other guys. And Christopher Pendle now in the lead. Vickery and Lawrence battling for third behind Brandon Browning. Looks like Brandon Browning may have a little bit of a connection issue. Gets down out of the way. 21 to 9 are around. Now second and third. These new tires really starting to come to life. Browning and Jones starting to slide back a little bit. Brian Cloyd in fourth. This is a Ryan Sizemore Motorsports team, and his teammates I saw had a big ice storm coming in Kentucky and didn't think they were going to be able to connect, and they weren't able to tonight. So Brian Cloyd representing Ryan Sizemore Motorsports, trying to bring home a good finish, currently running fourth. Brandon Browning on these older tires really beginning to slip back. Speed's starting to reel in a couple of these cars that have slid back. But he has fell back to 21st. So that's a big implications there for Kyle Spees. You know, Jamie, it seems like every week that Kyle Spees or Dustin Matson, one of these guys are up there, they're running in the front, and they go sliding off the corner and go all the way to the back. And I don't know, I think they just want drama because they always end up driving back up and being a top finisher by the time the race is over.
Yeah, it makes the racing a lot of fun. I mean, drama-wise. I mean, what's better than having a guy that, you know, slides off the corner and drops all the way to the end of the tail end and drives his way back up to victory? I mean, what could be any better than that?
Well, Kyle Spees has done it before. He's going to have to do it again tonight. Going to have to drive all the way back to the field to get victory. But he's going to have to go through Christopher Pendle, who's pulled out to a 2.5 lead over Christopher Lawrence in second.
Now you have a great battle for P2 over here with Christopher Lawrence and Jeffrey Vickery. Excuse me. Jeffrey Vickery goes down on the inside every single corner and seems like he's just going to have enough to pass him, but Christopher Lawrence gets to run out the corners every time.
It's hard to get that run up off the corner when you got that car on the outside kind of pinching you down, and Christopher Lawrence knows exactly how to do that. Holds that position. Vickery not losing a whole lot of time, just behind him. Now this second stage is going to end on lap 70, so about 18 more laps will end at stage 2. Brandon Browning has slid all the way back to 14th on these older tires. James Jones right behind him also on those older tires. The battle for 10th. Heating up between Sean Donald and Brent Hunsucker. Let's see if we get another caution before this stage ends and see if someone tries to do that same strategy as Brandon Browning did in the first stage.
If we do get another caution, I wouldn't be surprised to see Kyle Spees do the same thing that his partner Brandon Browning has done. Especially after that little incident coming out of turn 2. His tires are pretty wear because he's driving up pretty hard into the corners trying to regain track position. So I would keep an eye on him if there is another caution to bring it down pit road.
Very true. Pit strategy may play a factor in where Kyle Spees comes out of this one. He has moved back into the 19th spot. Got a lot of empty track in front of him. He tries to run down the 51, who's about 3 seconds in front of him. The 51 of Michael Hill. Jeffrey Vickery still hanging on behind Christopher Lawrence. Just hasn't been able to get close enough to get around. Brian Cloyd right behind. Hoping those guys get to racing so he can get involved. With a good run off the corner, right to the back of Christopher Lawrence. Can Vickery get enough to take the position? Cody Bullock currently in that 10th position. Brent Hunsucker has passed Sean Donald and Cody Bullock, now moved into 9th. Donald looking to the back of Bullock, trying to get into that top 10. Your biggest mover currently is Josh Anderson, running 7th position, has gained 15 positions since the start of this race, looking behind at Simon Grills at getting another one. Looks like we have a Christopher Pendle fan. He is our leader with just 10 laps to go in the second stage. If you look just in front, there's 2 cars. He's about to put a lap down. Able to do, had just gotten one of his laps back. Christopher Pendle about to put him a second lap down. Cody Bullock currently holding the 10th position. Looks like he's pulled away a little bit from Sean Donald. And just about 6 laps to go in the stage. He has a very solid chance of holding that 10th spot. Kyle Gartner in 5th. He's moved up 12 positions since the start of this race. Another one who's been very fast tonight. Coming down to 5 to go in stage number 2. Christopher Pendle, currently your leader. Christopher Lawrence in 2nd, Jeffrey Vickery 3rd, Brian Cloyd 5th, and Kyle Gartner in the 5th spot. Cody Bullock still holds on to the top 10. Stephen Ford now just behind in the 27 car. Looking to make a run. He's closed down to within a second of Cody Bullock in 10th. Can Stephen Ford run him down? Now only about a half second back. See Stephen Ford running that outside line, trying to get a run down these big straightaways. Now to the bottom as the 18 goes high. Big run right there, and he's right there behind Cody Bullock. With just 2 laps to go in the stage. Brian Cloyd also to the inside of Vickery. That's for 3rd position. As we get the white flag on the stage. And we've got a caution. That must be, nope, it looks like the 27. Turned it around. Let's see what happened there with the 27. Oh, he did a big flip. Oh, the 18. Another one that got stuck in the wall, Jamie.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these cars tonight sticking into the wall. That's the second car that we've seen go over in this race so far.
Yeah, and he got catapulted several feet into the air, probably 25 feet in the air. We take a look.
Yeah, that was a nice 900 turns he did right there. I mean, he almost stuck the landing on all 4 wheels.
Absolutely. And the 18 you see there got into the wall a little bit, and he hits the fencing. I mean, so high that our camera can't even look up that high.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Stephen Ford. He was just outside the top 10, wasn't he?
I believe that pass right there, getting around the 18, was to put him in the top 10. So I think the 18 was pushing hard, trying to keep it, got in the outside wall. And once you get in that outside wall, it shoots you down the track. The 27, I'm not sure, was aware that the 18 had got into the wall. And just sent him flying. Well, let's take a ride along with the 27. Inside the cockpit, we'll see what he saw. See the 18 on the outside. He's totally unaware that the 18's hit the wall here. He's in his blind spot. And just sent him for a ride. And the 27 looked like Ford was turning the wheels left and right, and there was nowhere to land. All right, so Christopher Pendle looks like he will win stage number 2. Looks like they're getting ready to go into the pit. Jeffrey Vickery second, Brian Cloyd third, Christopher Lawrence in 4th, Kyle Gartner 5th, 6th, Thyman Grills, Brent Hunsucker 7th, Josh Anderson 8th, Chris Reese 9th, and Mike Harper comes home in the 10th position.
So, Dakota, since we have a caution now, what do you think Kyle Speeds is going to do on this next stretch?
Well, he's in the pits here. I'm not sure who all pitted on that sequence, but he's in the pits now. I mean, I think he's going to drive up through this field. He's done it multiple times in other races. He was fast here early, led the first 33 laps or so until the 48 come around him with those new tires. I think Kyle Speeds is going to be one to watch here.
For sure. I think if Kyle Speeds can get up there with the 94 Christopher Pendle, I think those two are going to battle it out neck and neck for the majority of this last stage.
Absolutely. Let's see if the lights go off here. If they stay on, then we'll get Christopher Pendle in for an interview. Nope, they are off. Looks like they're doubling up, so we'll have to try and get him later in the race. Don't want to interrupt his race. Kyle Spees will restart in the 19th position. Looks like he was in there trying to fix some damage, as he got some damage in that wreck. I believe it was the 4 that hit him in the rear after he had slid down the track. We are 2 by 2 by 2. They're coming down the back stretch, getting ready for green flag conditions. Christopher Pendle wins your stage number 2. And the pace car ducks off. And it's on Christopher Pendle. And there he goes. Side by side for second. Vickery looking to the inside of Pendle. The 9 holds him down a little bit. Gets the run off the corner. Now Lawrence in second. And a caution. Not sure who all was involved there.
I believe it was the 16 of Simon Grills. Got loose coming into turn 2, and then overcorrected it and got hit in the back quarter panel and sent him around.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. He comes down into Kyle Gartner. These new tires are treacherous if you're not extra careful. You got to get heat in them. It takes a couple laps to really get the good out of them. Looks like he hits the 11, the 48. Our stage 1 winner hits him. Gets some more damage to his nose. Goes down to the bottom. Kyle Spees avoids that, so
yeah, that's a tough break for Simon. He needs to have a really good finish in order to pass Dustin Madsen in the standings.
yes, currently 3rd in the standings. Needs to have a good finishing position, so we'll have to see if he comes in and maybe takes a faster pair.
And I believe that's what he did. He entered pit road and he's already on his way out.
Looks like he's still got some damage, so he must have just come in and tried to fix what he could.
You also had the 36 of Kyle Spees in the pit lane as well. Maybe he picks some more damage.
Yeah, I believe so. He may have taken tires there, or maybe taken tires here. I'm not sure. He needs to do something to try and get back up through this field. Now.
Yeah, he does. Who knows with pit strategy? He's still got 64 laps to go, and probably have either 2, maybe 1 set left in their stall. So maybe he's just trying to conserve just in case there's a late caution.
Now we've got the opportunity, once you get Christopher Pendle in here, and we'll talk to him about his stage win. Hey Chris, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
You're just going.
Hey Chris, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
I hear you.
Hey, You got that stage 2 win. You're looking very fast tonight. Do you think you got the car to win this one?
I can't hardly hear you, man. What'd you say?
I said you look very fast tonight. Got that stage 2 win. Do you think you can hold off the 9 and the 21 and win this race?
Well, I certainly hope so, man. This car is pretty darn fast right now. You know, we'll see what happens here at the end of the stage here. That 36, if he gets up here, he's going to be the car to beat. But, you know, this is probably one of my least favorite mile-and-a-half tracks. So for me to be doing halfway decent in this race and keeping this thing up front and keeping it clean, I'll take it as a win regardless of what happens. But hopefully the last, 50 laps, 60 laps, you know, hopefully we all keep her clean and bring her home in a good finish.
Absolutely. Well, I've got to tell you, Chris, you were my pick to win this one, so do me proud.
Oh, I hope so. Hopefully I do the team proud too. You know, I'm the only one racing tonight because the other two had issues. You know, unfortunate things come up and couldn't race. But hopefully I make them proud if I pull this off tonight. And I appreciate you picking me.
Oh, absolutely. Well, good luck. I'm getting ready to go green.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
You may have to move yourself back, Chris. I think you're locked. All right, that was Chris Pendle. As he takes off green. Getting a hard charge from the 9 on the outside. Christopher Lawrence taking a look. Can he hold him? Yes, the 9 now to the lead. Christopher Pendle back to second. Lawrence looks good down on that inside line. Pendle likes the outside line. Kyle Speeds is up to 15th, looking to the bottom of the 99, and now he's in 14th. We'll have to see if he can get all the way back up and race for this lead. Pendle running that 9 back down. Only 3/10 separates first and second. The battle of Christophers. Lawrence in first, Pendle in second. Oh, the 94 sideways. Oh, he holds it coming off of 4. That's going to allow Brian Cloyd to close right up to the back bumper. '94 having a little tough time now as he tags the outside wall just a little bit. Brian Cloyd right to the back bumper of Christopher Pendle. And they got a caution for the 99. And also, last week's race winner stuck on that inside on the pit lane. We'll have to see what happened here. Oh, the 13 tagged the 99, sends him in the outside wall, and a 30 with nowhere to go.
I also believe the 24 of Caleb McCarthy was involved in that. She went into the back end of the 30 car.
And Caleb McCarthy had just gotten her lap back.
Yeah, she's been having a rough day. She was involved in that first accident and has been, patiently sitting in the back, waiting for the right moment to charge to the front. She is also always a top contender when it comes to these races.
And as you see, Caleb McCarthy's car with no front bumper. And the 30 slides into the end of the pit wall and gets stuck. Several takers to pit lane, including what looks to be Kyle Spees. See if he's just repairing damage. Does he take tires? He does take tires. So Kyle Spees will have to see if he can drive to the front. This is maybe the time to make that move. We'll have to see if this strategy pays off. It paid off for the 48 car earlier, who also was in the pits and took tires there. So that man right there, Brandon Browning, has experience in driving from the back to the front.
Yeah, it should be great pit strategy on teammates, starting in the back and working together to make themselves a top contender at the end of this race with 54 to go.
Looks like Dustin Rouse did take a fast repair there, but he is at least one lap down. I think he's 2 laps down after getting stuck on the pit wall, having a tow.
I also believe Kayla took her fast repair when she went down pit road too.
Looks like it, as looks like the nose has reappeared on that car. Yes, Caleb McCarthy with a fresh car to go, sitting in the 14th spot. Kind of odd to see her all the way back here in 14th and out of the top 10 for most of this race. We'll have to see if she can drive to the front.
Yeah, sometimes that's a key to victory. Sit in the back, let the carnage happen in front of you, and then just slide your way up into the top 5.
Absolutely. She's one that can do it. Been very fast everywhere we've gone so far.
I also believe she has a couple of her teammates behind her. Yeah, Brandon Browning and Kyle Spees. I think they're all teammates, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they are. Looks like they all took tires there. So we'll have to see if these 3 cars can run from back to front. The front cars have about 19 laps on their tires. We'll have to see if Christopher Lawrence can get a big jump over Pendle. All right, Jamie, you bring us down to green.
As the pace car ducks off into the pit lane, what's Christopher Lawrence going to do? Chris Lawrence gets a great jump off the start. Christopher Lawrence heading down into 1 and 2 with Christopher Pendle hot on his behind.
Here comes Pendle. Can the 94 make a move on the 9? Both of these guys have pulled way ahead of third, over a second now ahead of third position. Brandon Browning starting to make his move. Kyle Spees following through. Now 11th and 12th. Browning gets a little loose off 4. Spees to the outside and around him. Spees now into the 11th position. Spees still has not taken his fast repair. You can see a little dent on the bumper. Now looking to get into the top 10. The bottom of the 7. And a slide job off the corner. Getting a run on that 49 of Kyle Gardner. And he'll dive into the bottom of him as they go into 3. Oh, Gardner a little loose off the corner, but holds it. Great job. Spees moving up now into 9th. Looking to the inside of Bullock for 8th. I think Christopher Lawrence was holding out on us as he's really shown some speed here in this last stage. Pulling out to a 2nd over stage 2 winner of Christopher Pendle. Well, Jamie, I think it's time to do something I like to call turn up the volume. Kyle Spees through all that. He's now in the 6th position, putting heat on the 62 for a top 5. Now to the outside of the 62 looking. 62 closes the door, but the 36 with a crossover. Now to the bottom, going into turn 1. Speeds clears the 62 and gets back to the top 5. Spees now setting his sights on the 3 of Brian Cloyd running in 4th. It's Jeffrey Vickery making a move now for the 2nd position. Vickery to the bottom. Can Pendle get a run off the corner? He does. He does hold off the 21 for right now. Side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. The 21 of Vickery dives deep. The 94 trying to hold off getting a run, but the 21 with a slide job coming out of turn 4. 94 looks for the crossover, but doesn't take it. As the 21 of Vickery now 2nd. But as you see just behind, that's Kyle Spees in the 36. We got a couple fans out there that are big fans of this Atari paint scheme. Spees now to 3rd around the 94. All right, Jamie, do you think that Spees still has a shot to win this? Can Lawrence hold him off? Can Pendle get it? Who do you think's going to take home the win tonight?
After watching what I've saw so far this last stage, I have a feeling that the man, the myth, the legend, Kyle Spees is going to come out on top. He had a great first stage, finished P2, and he got into a little predicament at the beginning of stage 2, and now he's worked his way back up to the top 5. I would keep an eye out for the 36 of Kyle Spees tonight.
Absolutely. I think he does this for us. I really think he likes to slide back, go all the way to the back, and drive all the way to the front, so we'll have something extra to talk about. He's done it multiple times, and tonight's no different as he's back into the top 3. Looking to the bottom of the 21.
You also have the 24 car of Kayla McCarthy that was just in front of Kyle Spees on that last restart. She's back up in the top 10. Looking her way inside of the 13 of James Jones.
She's making moves. I think this is the farthest up that we've seen her tonight. In the 9th position.
Yeah, we were just talking about that before the last restart. It's not normal not seeing her up in the top 10. She's usually really fast on every circuit that she runs.
Absolutely. I wouldn't count her out. 109 laps in, I'm sure she's faster now than when she started this race. So I would say she's still got a chance at a top 5, maybe even a win here with a little bit of luck. Speeds with a great run off turn 4. Gonna dive it into 1 to the inside of the 21. Speeds a great 1 and 2. Can he clear the 21 off the corner? I don't think so. They're side by side going into turn 3. Oh, the 36 dives into the pits along with the 9. A little fuel strategy here. They must assume there's not going to be another caution between now and the end.
Yeah, a couple laps ago, I saw someone duck into the pits. I believe it was the 48 of Brandon Browning, so he might have the pit strategy down to a T, as you saw in stage 1, to battle all the way from the back to win stage 1. So he went in a couple laps earlier than Spees and Lawrence. So he might actually be in the top, contending for the win.
All these cars driving in hard into the pits. I was afraid they weren't going to get slowed up in time. Christopher Pendle stays out, resumes the lead. We'll have to see just where these cars come out and where they run after all this is said and done.
So after everybody cycles through their pits, if they don't have enough fuel, you're going to have Christopher Lawrence, Kyle Spees, and I believe the 48 car are all lined up together after everybody pits.
Yeah, that was a great move. Looks like Brandon Browning took his fast repair there as well. And Kyle Spees, he didn't take his fast repairs. He still got that damage on the rear bumper. The 94 now in the pits as he locks him up there. Kyle Gardner will now get the lead lap. Michael Hill, second position. Christopher Lawrence had a great stop. Like he's got about a 1.5 seconds lead over Kyle Spees. Kyle Gardner now in the pits along with Michael Hill. When they come around, Kyle Spees and Christopher Lawrence will be your top 2.
I don't know, Dakota. With 26 to go, do you think that the 36 of Kyle Spees and the 48 of Brandon Browning are going to work together to pass Christopher Lawrence?
I think where Browning pitted a lap early, or a couple laps early, he's losing time on these two. I really think it's going to come down to Kyle Spees. And can he run down Lawrence? I'm not sure Browning's going to have enough. As he is fading here. Kyle Spees, though, closing in little by little on Christopher Lawrence. Just down to the final 24 laps. Christopher Lawrence has shown a lot of speed here at the end of this one. The question is, does Kyle Spees have enough to run him down? They're kind of holding steady right now. The 94 Pendle, who pitted several laps after these guys, has now moved into the top 5. And he was about 8.5 seconds back, now under 8 seconds. So he is a little bit faster than your leaders. But with 23 laps to go, I'm not sure he's going to have enough time to run down Lawrence and Spees. Lawrence now pulling away a little bit from that 36 of Kyle Spees, almost a 1.5 second lead. Vickery very fast, comes up quick on the 48, drops to the bottom. Now a three-way race for third as Pendle joins the party. Pendle now about 7.5 seconds out. He's got the newest tires of these front runners. Looking to the bottom for Jeffrey Vickery. This for third position. The 21 a little loose off the corner. 94 trying to take advantage down the front stretch. There goes the 94 to the outside. Can he get the run he needs? The 94 now to third. I think he'll have to have a caution, though, to catch either of these top two. As now Lawrence has pulled out to 2.2 seconds over Kyle Spees. There's your difference. There's first and right there second, with a lap car in between them. So quite a distance between first and second. As Lawrence just continues to pull away from Kyle Spees. Pendle has reeled him in another second. 6.5 back now. He is pushing hard. See Pendle taking this outside line. That car right in front of him is Kyle Spees. Pendle currently the fastest car on the track, now within 6 seconds of the lead. With only 15 to go, I'm not sure he's going to have enough time, but he is giving a valiant effort. Now only 5.5 seconds, gained almost a whole second that lap. as Lawrence may be wearing his tires off a little bit. Didn't gain nearly as much that lap. Right about 5 seconds behind. Christopher Lawrence, this is his show. Has had the speed the second half of this race. Right there behind McCarthy. About to put her a lap down. Now coming down, 12 laps to go. Pendle 4.5 seconds back. Closing in, but I'm not sure it's enough. Only about 1.5 seconds back from Kyle Spees. You see Spees just in front of him. Right there. Now only 4 seconds behind the leader, but only 1 second behind Spees in second. Pendle not quite gaining a lot of time on Lawrence anymore. He may have pushed his tires to the end of their good, but he's still closing in on Kyle Spees for second. Doing his best to run him down. Just 0.4 seconds now back from Speed. You see him directly in front of him. Only 8 laps to go. Lawrence out to a 3.5 second lead over these two, battling for second. Pendle now looks to the inside of Spees as he washes up a little bit. They get close. They don't touch. The 94 looks like he's going to clear Spees going into turn 1. Pendle now to second. 3.5 seconds behind Lawrence. Jeffrey Victory still holding fourth. Brent Hunsucker up in to the 5th position. Chris Reese running 6th. He needed a good finish here, as he's doing well in the points. Simon Grills running 7th. He's your 3rd place in the points. And that may change after tonight. He may be moving into 2nd. Kyle Gardner in 8th. We got Josh Anderson back here in 9th. And he is your biggest mover of the race. Has gained 13 positions since the start of this one. Brandon Browning in the 10th position. As we're down to the final 5 laps. Brian Cloyd running 11th. Mike Harper 12th. Michael Hill in 13th. Cody Bullock running 14th. James Jones in 15th. Kayla McCarthy 16th. And Sean Donald 17th. Shane Ledoux 18th. Vernon Reese 19th. Stephen Ford out there in 20th. Dustin Rouse, last week's winner, had a bad night tonight. Currently 21st. Harold Barnes in 22nd. Brett Wilson 23rd. As he's parked it. That is your leader, Christopher Pendle. Christopher Lawrence, excuse me, as Christopher Pendle behind by 4 seconds. You see Pendle almost a whole straightaway behind him. Lawrence with a 4-second lead and only 2 laps to go. Such a big lead over second. We're coming down to the white flag. Christopher Lawrence off of turn number 4 down the front stretch. With the white flag, this race is official. The 9 with no one around, 3.5-second lead over the 94. Christopher Lawrence goes through turns 3 and 4. Out of the turn, and Christopher Lawrence comes down to take the victory. Christopher Lawrence, your race winner here at Homestead. Second place, Christopher Pendle and Kyle Spees in 3rd. Jeffrey Vickery 4th. Brent Hunsucker rounds out your top 5. Lawrence. Looks like Kyle Speed's going to come up and give a congratulatory bump. The 9 now coming to the start-finish line to celebrate. And there's your donut for the number 9. Christopher Lawrence, race winner. 36 going ahead and doing a burnout too. They're on the same team. Christopher Lawrence, your winner. Pendle 2nd. Kyle Spees 3rd. Jeffrey Vickery 4th. Brent Hunsucker 5th. Chris Reese in 6th. Simon Grills comes home 7th. Kyle Gartner in 8th position, Josh Anderson 9th, Brian Cloyd in the 10th position. And there are your results. There's your top 18. All right, let's see if we can get a word with second place, Chris Pendle. Hey, Chris, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, man. How are you?
All doing good. Seen you pitted later than everyone else, had the newer tires run down. Lawrence got all the way back to second at 3.5 seconds behind, but that's as far as you could get. How about that strategy there at the end?
Well, I was losing so much time out there when he took the lead from me, and I was struggling with the car a little bit, and I was pushing. So I figured once they pit, I'll stay out a few laps longer. I know I was going to lose time, but I figured the freshies I can run it as hard as I can with about 20 laps to go, and it worked out almost. I mean, if I had another 10 laps, I might have got him, but I'll take second place.
Absolutely. That was very interesting seeing you drive from, I believe you come out of the pit 7th, back up through and passing Kyle Spees to take the second position. So, do you have anybody you'd like to thank?
Just thank everybody for having me in the league. I also want to thank Sim Racing Graphics. They hooked me up with the new scheme, and the couple causes I support really big. But yeah, it was fun racing, guys, and I would say I'm looking forward to next week at Bristol, but I haven't ran a lap in a Cup car at Bristol, so I'm kind of nervous.
I actually just ran a race at Bristol last night, and it was kind of hectic, so I understand why you're nervous.
Yeah, yep. I can't wait till I get away from short track racing. I'll be honest with you, but it was a good finish, second place. Good job representing the team, and I'll be looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully we'll see you in Victory Lane next week.
I hope so.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Let's see if we can get race winner. I think we can pull up a little graphic here for Mr. Christopher Lawrence. Not got his car he ran tonight, but
I got a copy, sir. How are you? Yeah, it's been a long road to get here, but we're happy to finally get here, tonight at Homestead, Miami. Yeah, the strategy tonight, well, I was trying to run both first stages without taking tires, so I wanted to try to save a set of tires for the end, just in case we got a late race caution. It didn't work out that way, so we ended up taking some tires there on our last pit and just running it out and hoping it was going to stay green, and it ended up staying green for us. Yeah, we were working a little early, trying to figure out how much tire to save versus how fast to go. So, we were struggling to figure that out a little bit there at the beginning. But towards the end of the race, we started to get it figured out, and we were able to lay some speed down while still saving some tire, I think. Hey, well, I want to thank Jamie for believing in me. Both the other guys, though, very good picks, very solid picks with my teammate Spees over there. I got to thank you guys for putting on this broadcast and showing support. So thank you, Jamie. Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. Thank you guys for putting on a great broadcast tonight. And I want to give a shout out to my team. They really helped out with the strategy and, trying to figure out the tracks. I want to thank Filthy Five Motorsports, Kyle Spees, Brandon Browning, Kayla McCarthy, Stephen Ford. You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. All right. Thank you, sir. And I also want to say hi, Dad. Thanks for watching.
Yes, sir. I tell you, it feels like it, don't it? Seems like I'm telling you, every good race I start out in, I do that, and then I have to make my way back, and it's just like the luck of the draw that I make it back. I'll tell you what. It's there. We got a lot of talented drivers in here, though. I think a lot of strategy came into play tonight with tires and what I needed to do to make sure I got my way back up there. I will say, congrats to Lauren's teammate there. He also helped me out with pit strategy. He called the pit, and I went with him, and that just helped me a ton tonight. So I appreciate him too. Yep. To tell you the truth, and for everyone that's watching, I actually won't be there next week. I'm leaving tonight to go to Florida, going to Disney with the family, so I won't be there next week. So this is my race. I was trying to make it a good finish for that reason. Yeah, we love it. We try to go. Now we're trying to go at least once a year, and we're going again. So I'm pretty excited about it. Yes, we will. Thank you.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. we won't